I hope you're doing well. Anthony, how are you doing today?
I'm doing well, man. Can't
Mm.
complain. Thank you for having me here yet again. It's a privilege to do these things with you. So let's get right into it, man.
Today we
Go ahead.
today we have an interesting topic. Today's topic gonna be about relationships.
Yeah, it's gonna be fun, man. It's gonna be fun. Before we get into that, real quick, before we get into that, for the people just tuning in, probably just new to this page, who are you? Not just what you do, but who you are. Go.
I am a disabled individual. I'm 24. I'm I don't let my disability define me. No matter what, I still try to be the best version of myself that I can be. We are we are now 5 episodes in. This is the sixth episode of this podcast. So if you guys want to know more, go check out the future episodes that we already did.
Yes, yes, yes. 6 episodes, man. Time flies. Time flies. Here's another random question for you, Zach. What's something people assume about you that isn't true?
That I can not do much as I as other people can do. Cause on the first episode I mentioned I like to cook. And some people doubt me that I can even cook at all.
Right, right. So we're obviously you kind of queued us up as far as like today's topic is concerned. We're going to be talking about relationships. So I would like to just ask you, what's your idea of a friendship? Like, what do you look for in a friendship? One, and two, what's your definition of friendship?
Um, Let me just answer the letter. My definition of a friendship: somebody who's kind, loyal, respectful, and then just be there for the difficult moments.
Hmm.
Everybody's not gonna have it all together because nobody's perfect. We all make mistakes, but it's important that we stick together through thick and thin.
Right, right.
And what was the other question that you asked? I forgot.
Uh, what is your definition of friendships, and what do you look for in friendships?
I feel like I already answered
Yep,
it.
yep, yep, yep. That's fine. That's fine. Have you ever had a friendship, maybe close or maybe not so close? Have you ever had a friendship or relationship just not go the way you had planned?
Yes, and honestly, it taught me a lot. It taught
Okay.
me that despite what they think about you, it's important for you to know your self worth
Right.
and to protect your own peace at the
Right.
same time.
Right. Without getting into any names or details, um, what did that specific situation do to you personally?
It, it tore me down in the beginning,
Right.
but I was able to make a trauma experience and come out on the other side.
Right.
We have new projects in the horizon based on my past relationship.
Right.
And I'm excited to reveal what the project is, but at this moment, I will not be spilling anything.
Yeah. Yeah. You gotta leave some anticipation. That's great. I like that. I like that. How did you handle that emotionally? Like did you end up like shutting down, or did you try to fix it, or did you just sit with it?
I try to fix it, but the other party didn't want to per se fix it.
Right.
And that's okay. If
Right.
they don't want to fix it, they don't have to fix it. I'm not gonna force them because
Right.
I believe every party should give their 100%. If there's only one person giving 100% to try to save it, what is the point of saving that friendship?
Right. Right. Yeah, I mean, I agree. Relationships are two-way street, right? And although there are going to be moments in a relationship where one person tends to give a little more than the other, and that's okay because we've even found that in marriage there's times where I don't give 60, 70, 80, 90%, and sometimes my wife is the one who gives the 60, 70, 80%. But then there are other times where I'm the one who's doing the same, right? So that happens within a relationship sometimes where you kind of almost like balance each other, and you kind of find each other's stride, so to speak. And that's just within the context of marriage. I believe the same applies for friendships and everything like that. So um, relationships, for the most part, are a two-way street. And both parties should always be trying to invest into the relationship. So I do agree.
And let me say this for my viewers' clarification. I would never wish any harm for anybody who doesn't support me at this
Right.
moment. If they if if they find that my journey is not good for them, that's great. But I do not wish them any harm in this moment. I wish them as much success as whatever comes their way. I want to be very successful.
Right. Right. What did that experience teach you about people? But then also, what did it teach you about yourself?
It taught me that you cannot trust everyone with the projects, with anything that you're working on,
Mm-hmm.
because they could support you, and
Mm-hmm.
at the same time, also be jealous of you and try to take you down, so to speak.
Right. Right. Do do you feel like you got closure, or do you feel like you're still processing everything?
I'm still processing everything because me, I want to be able to fix it, but I have to come to terms that that will not be the case.
Right. 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 I know. I know. For me, when I've had similar situations, um, I've I've made the mistake of always desiring to want closure, and sometimes closure is as simple as you taking the next step. Because sometimes closure in itself can often be mistaken for, well, I'm waiting for this person to do X, Y, and Z, whether that's an apology, whether that's an explanation. Sometimes you're not going to get those things. And
Yep.
sometimes in relationships, you're going to be required to move forward without those things and be okay with it, right? Not saying that it will be easy, but
Yep.
in many cases you're going to be required to just move forward and carry on with your life, right? And again, these things aren't easy. They're not easy. They're never easy, especially when you're dealing with a relationship that has been years in the making, right? These things can often, hurt for some time.
What
So yeah,
what
I go ahead.
what do you find um What do you find when you go into that spiral? What do you find an easy way to deal with your emotions when that occurs?
Honestly, man, if I'm going to be, if I'm being honest, I don't think there is an easy way. I think the only way is the hard way, which is facing what it is that you're feeling, right? As opposed to running from it, or as opposed to trying to guard yourself or kind of distract yourself from dealing with it, right? So
Uh,
in cases like this, I've done two things. I've done two things that are opposite. I've done one thing, the on one side of things, I've done the whole well, I'm just going to keep it to myself. I'm going to remain quiet. I'm not going to talk about it, but I'm also going to try to distract myself, whether that means keep myself busy, try to work extra hours at work, go out all the time. I've done that, and that's never helped. And then I've been on the other side of things where I've really sat with myself, really asked myself key questions. All right, why is it that you feel this way? What's triggering this? What could I do, or what could I have done to maybe prevent some of it? But just asking yourself these hard questions, I found to be not, maybe not the solution, but it's helped me process a little faster, if that makes sense.
Like for me, whenever I go through that moment, I turn to music,
Hmm. Right.
and, and music has been a special way I deal with the emotions because that is a safe way where I can be myself. That way, if I'm hurting anybody's feelings, but at the same time, I'm letting go of the frustration, the anger, the sadness. All of it is through music or my speeches
Right. Right.
or new projects that I'm working on. So,
Right. No, that's good. That's good. I mean, I would say those are good things to kind of help ease. But sometimes, if you're not careful, those things can become coping mechanisms. And what I mean by that is they just become distractions to avoid dealing with the actual issue, right? And I'm not saying don't do those things, because I like that you get into those things, and those things are helpful, as long as you manage them to where they don't become more of a distraction, or more of an obstacle, almost, that you're setting in the way, so that way you don't have to deal with the situation, right? Because then that becomes avoidance, and you don't want to avoid the situation. You want to get to the root of why you feel in the way you feel, and also, kind of process, right? Because the thing is, a lot of us find ourselves stuck in situations because we're not processing. We're just stuck, and we're choosing just to kind of take our emotions and take our feelings and lock them up in the closet somewhere and never deal with them, right? So
the
you don't want to do that either. But I love the hobbies that you're getting into.
before I do any hobbies, I
Right.
try to sit down, think about my emotions, and come with the individual and discuss it. But if
Right.
I can't discuss it with them, then I come to a new approach
Right.
and see if I can create a positive way of thinking about it.
Right.
Take, I like to take a negative situation and turn it into a positive situation.
Right. 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 That's
I'll
good.
give you I'll give you guys an example.
Okay.
When Carlos died, I could have just said, fuck it, I don't want to do this shit anymore. But I said, Carlos wouldn't want me to give up. So I continue public speaking. And public speaking is my way of having calls still with me, but there are some days that I'm gonna miss him. But
Right.
it's through him I was able to do public speaking. So I took a trauma event and made it into something impactful.
Right. 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 That's good. That's good. Um, if you can have one honest conversation with this person that you might be at odds with, or this person that you know, this friendship that went sour, right? If you can have one honest conversation with this person today, no pride, no tension, what would you want them to understand?
I want them to understand. I know we had our disagreements, but I will try to do my very best to make sure that your needs are your your emotions are valuable, and I will never do that again if you
Right.
were able to give me a second chance.
Right. 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 What does moving forward look like to you now?
I feel like when you go into a divorce state, you have no option but to move forward.
Right.
So I don't say what is looking what I'm looking for. I just do it because I need to do it for my mental health.
Right. 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 Um, so you mentioned other projects without getting into detail that you I know you don't want to spoil it for your millions of fans here on YouTube. But um can you kind of give us kind of like little, I guess, clues as to what this might be?
It's something to do with Anthony and something to do with the amazing people that I have, but it's something to do with Carlos, but it's a big production that I'm producing and kind of directing in a sense.
Right. That's cool, man. This sounds exciting. This sounds exciting. When did you start working on this?
Hmm. Yesterday night,
Right. That's cool.
and I wrote 25 pages so far
25 pages.
in
25
just
pages. That's wild.
one night.
Wow.
Cause when I get my creativity going, I don't want to lose anything else. So I see what I can do to make it get everything down on paper, so I have it saved.
Got it. Got it. Got it. Got it. I'm the same way. Once I get in my creative, I guess, bag, so to speak, I like to kind of get everything tackled. At least get something written down, so that way I don't forget it later. Because sometimes I'll get creative for like maybe a couple minutes or maybe an hour, or whatever the case is, and if I don't get to at least jot it down, whatever I came up with in my brain is gone in an hour. So I forget it.
Yep,
So yeah, I can
but
relate there.
it, it's something better than my books. It's something better than the podcast. It's something better than my music. It's it's so good that I can't wait to release it.
Right, 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 right.
In, in future episodes, you will get to know more because there's going to be a special video on Zachary's journey coming soon with more information.
Right. I thought Jafar Jackson played Michael very well.
And that was very interesting how they got him the far now the the far Jackson to play Michael Jackson. That added a special touch to the
R-
film.
Right. And that was his first acting engagement ever in his life. He's never acted before.
I would
Yeah, go ahead.
I would love it if the far Jackson could be on a future episode.
That would be cool, man. Yeah, I mean, he from something that I saw, he he um he had heard a few years back that the director of Bohemian Rhapsody um, was going to be doing a Michael Jackson film, which this is the film he produced. Um, a few years down the line, he gets a call from the director to do the film, which was pretty surreal. You know, if you ask me.
I Here's the thing. If I ever get him on this podcast would be a huge honor, but I would like to hear his perspective of being in this movie and being a part of this production because it must have been a huge experience to portray somebody that is so well known in music
Hmm.
history. Michael Jackson is the most iconic person that anybody knows.
Right,
And if his music plays on the radio, you instantly know, yes, that's Michael Jackson.
right, right. No, yeah. It must have been surreal, playing someone who's popular, but not only just popular, happens to be his uncle. So it's just the whole situation is just
I feel
amazing.
like I feel like nobody could ever play that part, but
Oh, I mean, going forward, no, I don't think anybody. I mean, you
no.
once you see the movie, what do you
If
mean?
it if it's not the part Jackson, I believe nobody else could play that part better.
Possibly not. Possibly not.
Yeah.
And I'm telling you, you're from what you've seen the previews. Once you see the movie, you're gonna be blown away.
He was the best option they could have ever picked, in my opinion.
Right. He was the best option, you think?
Yes.
No, yeah. I had no idea he was an option until I saw the preview. Because I've really didn't know anything about him. But now after seeing the movie, he did amazing. He did an amazing job. An amazing job. No complaints
Did,
for me.
did you also watch the credits?
The credits?
Yes.
No, I didn't stay for the credits. But
Oh, boy, you missed uh, the best part in the credits. Because people are saying there's a special Easter egg at the end of the movie.
oh, was there? Okay, I'll have to look it up then. Um, yeah, I didn't stay for the credits because I usually I'll stay for a credit for the credits when it's like a Marvel movie and I know like there's something happening, but I had no idea that this movie would have an Easter egg attached to it.
Yep.
All right,
So,
that's something for me to look up.
whenever I go see the Michael Jackson movie, I'm not leaving until the credits.
Right, right, right. Yeah. No, I think like I said, I think you're gonna be blown away. The movie was great. Everything from top to bottom. Even the way the movie starts off, it starts off high energy and finishes high energy. So it was great. It was a great movie. No complaints whatsoever. And looking forward to a possible part two.
The far Jackson could always play that. And I also like the little kid that played it.
Yes. The little boy was good. I forgot his name. I was looking him up earlier. Um, he was very good. He was very good. That boy did his thing, man. So kudos to him. Kudos to him. That was a, like I said, it was a good movie from top to bottom. Even the person who played Michael Jackson's dad, he makes you not like want to like him at all, which is his intention. So he fulfilled his calling, so to speak, when it comes to his movie role. So
Yeah, one
um
of my goals is to have Zachary's Journey film hit the big screen one day.
hey, you never know, man. You never know. So um with that, uh, I think this would be a great opportunity for us to land this plane. But before we do, I know we've been talking about relationships and we've been talking about a bunch of stuff today. What's one final thought that you would like to leave everyone with today?
Just hold your relationship close because you never know when you're gonna lose someone.
Well, there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. You heard it from the man himself, Zachary.
What
Hold
about
your
you?
me. I think I echo the same sentiment where I think we need to value, do a better job at valuing the relationships around us and really making sure that we're expressing gratitude and we're grateful, for the people we have around us. And while also, while also being grateful and having a sense of gratitude for the people that have exited our lives, right? Because I believe that people there's a time and place where people are in your life, but then there's also a time and place where they're out of your life. And you
Yeah,
don't want you don't want people overstaying their welcome, so to speak.
and we cannot hold guilt
Right.
because if we hold guilt, that's no good. You have to forgive the people that hurt you, because if you hold guilt, you every relationship you're gonna be affected by the other relationship that hurt you. So
Right.
you can never hold guilt.
Right. That's good. That's good. Well, with that said, we want to thank you for tuning in yet again. And we will catch you next week.
On
Same
episode
channel,
7.
episode 7. Till next time, guys. See you later.
uh,